The secret door to success. So a successful man is always asked, what is the secret of your success? On the other hand, a failure is never asked, what is the secret to your failure? Because if you even dare to look at the failure, you will see the reasons why they have failed. Now, the other reason is that no one is interested in knowing about the secret to failure. Now, fascinate people because everyone has this thing in their mind that the threat their success is closed off behind a certain door. Now, so what they are doing is that they're going around looking at talking to successful people so that they can see if they can find the keys that will open the door to their success. So that is what why people are very curious about success. So because they want to know what is the secret to opening that door, so that they can also open their door and now get to their success. Now, according to Florence, there are three keys that open to the secret door to success. And now the first key is being interested in your work. Now, in addition to being interested in your work, you make it interesting to other people. So it's all about being interesting. And now, when you are interested, it ends up opening doors that you never even imagined. The second secret to the second key to the door to open the door of success is a smile. Now, Florence joked that now with a Chinese from China that a man without a smiling face must never open a shop because at the end of the day, you not sell to anyone. But we're going to open a shop, make sure that you have a smiling face. So that is the second key to the secret of success. So it's more about smiling, and now this is more about being exciting and finding an exciting way to do what you do. So that key to opening the secret door to success is surrounding yourself with successful people. And now this is more about if you are a businessman, surround yourself with successful business people. If you are a writer, surround yourself with successful writers. And now in your interaction with them, you'll start seeing patterns that tell you that this is the secret. Like this is the key that opens the secret door to success. And now with the pattern now it comes to the second thing that I would like to mention about the secret door to success. Now the second thing is that success is not a secret. Success is a system. And what this means is that success is it's a system of courage. Success is a system of endurance. Success is a system of silence. Success is a system of interest. Success is a system of your state of mind. Success is a system of your resilience. So this ties in with endurance. And now the last thing is that success is a system of the power of your words. So because now your words are very powerful. And now as I mentioned in the last book, the second book of Florence, the book of your word is your wand. It is that your word either justifies you or condemns you. So depending on how you use your word, can take you up or can pull you down. Now my third takeaway from the secret doors to success is that it's about the karmic law. So the karmic law means the law of karma. Now the law of karma is based on one thing, and now this thing is that what you put out is what you'll get back. So at the end of the day, it's all start with you. So now what happens is that what you put out, this one is in terms of vibration. So this one is terms of how you feel, terms of your word, and in terms of your thought, and also terms of your actions. Now the thing about the the thing about your word now is that it can not the word but the law of karma. The thing about the law of karma is that once you know the law about the law of karma, once you know that what you put out will end up circling back to you. When you know that now, you end up being afraid of the law. Now, afraid of the law now, you end up being afraid of boomerangs. Now, what boomerang means is that these are your negative thought, negative feelings, negative action. So what happens is that if you are putting out negative thought, feelings, or actions, you end up bringing back more negative feelings of thought, more negative thought, feelings, and action from the universe now. Now, the idea here is that you should be very intentional about what you put out, because if you are not intentional, you may find out that you are putting out negative vibration to the world. So, negative vibration means something like the vibration of envy, the vibration of jealousy, the vibration of resentment, the vibration of hate. So, what happens is that when you are putting out such negative vibrations, what happens is that they attract to you, like they bring back, when you put them out, they come back. Now they come back as symbols of hate, symbols of resentment, and symbols of discouragement. So yeah, it is more about being intentional about what you put out, because if you put out the wrong thing, you'll get back the wrong thing. On the other hand, you are putting out the vibration of happiness, the vibration of success, vibration of abundance, vibration of love. What you end up doing is that you end up bringing up from the world now, you end up getting back from the world more the symbols of abundance, symbols of success, the symbols of love, and the symbols of interest from the world. So the key idea here is that what you put out is what you will get back. Now you should be very intentional about what you put out, because at the end of the day, everything is vibration. So when you are vibrating love, you end up attracting love. When you are vibrating hate, you end up attracting hate. So that is my third takeaway from Secret Door to Success by Florence. My my fourth takeaway is about the examples that Florence gives. And now the first example is a lesson from the Wizard of Oz. So if you watch the Wizard of Oz, it's about the story of Dorothy and how she tries to get away from a cruel stepmother. But at the end of the day, she comes to realize that the more you run away from a problem, the more the problem runs away from you. And now that is the key lesson from the Wizard of Oz. So it is about when you realize that you have a problem, you should not run away from it, because if you run away, it will run after you. Now, what you will end up doing is that, so let's say you run away from someone who resent you. What end up happening is that when you get to another place, you will end up being surrounded by people who someone else who also resents you. So instead of running away, say the way to deal with it is that instead of you running away, you should stand still. Now, by standing still, is that what that means is that the problem you should not be disturbed by the problems that is in front of you. You should stand still and face it. And now what happens is that when you face your problem, what you realize is that the problem was not there to try to hurt you, but the problem was there to make you learn something about yourself and about the world. Now, after you learn the lesson, now you realize that the problem just disappears by itself. So it no longer the problem no longer suicide. The second example that I would like to mention now this is my big takeaway from the secret door to success is that it's about the story of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Now this story now it's not the original story by the Grimm brothers, but this is a story by Walt Disney. So what Florence does is that she gives a metaphysical interpretation of Snow White. And now, what she does is that she gives you an interpretation of what Snow White means. Now, this is in terms of the symbols that the characters in Snow White represent. So, for instance, the cruel stepmother. So, the cruel stepmother symbolizes the negative thought forms that keep us trapped in a in the state of survival. So these are something like hate, not love, hate, discouragement, resentment, envy, jealousy. So when you are in this state of consciousness, you this now when you're in this negative state of consciousness, they symbolize the cruel stepmother. The second thing is the seven dwarfs. Now, the seven dwarfs symbolize the protective elements that are all around us. So these are the protective elements that protect us from the terror in the world. Now the terror in the world now is the wood now. So like Snow White was left in the wood. So the wood now symbolize the terror in the terrors in the world. The fourth symbol is the little animals. So these are the little animals and the birds. So these are the squirrels and the bird now. And now what the squirrel and the bird symbolize is intuition. So the squirrel comes to Snow White after it has been left in the forest. And now what happens is that when you are in this terror, when you are facing problem, what happens is that your intuition shows you the way out. Like your intuition is what shows you the way out. So this is the same way that the little animals showed Snow White the way out of the wood to reach the dwarf's house. So and now in your life now it is more about using your intuition to get out of your terror. So the terror is the problems that are facing you. So it's when you look around and you realize that hey, this is a problem, this is a situation that has been holding me back. So that is the problem. And now the way to get out of that is through into intuition. The final symbol is the prince now. And the prince now symbolizes the divine plan of your life. So the divine plan of your life now, this is your ideal self. So this is your the way I look at it is that this is your highest it's you at your highest potential. So that is what the divine plan is about. It's about you operating like you realizing your highest potential. Now what happens is that when the prince comes, he rescues Snow White from the problems that have been brought about by a cruel stepmother. Now, what this means in life is that your highest self, so this now is your fullest potential, will be sending you intuition. Like it can be a small voice, it can be your energy, it can be you reading a book, it can be listening to a podcast, listening to a speaker, sent you a message that all of the sudden it electrifies you, and now when it electrifies you, it kind of opens the door for you, and now you see your high potential. Now what happens is that from time to time, your higher self send you this signal so that it can keep you on the path to for you to realize your highest potential. So this one is more about knowing that what how intuition your intuition comes to you, and now when you know that after you know that it's when the intuition comes to you, when your higher self reveals to you the next step that you will take, you just take the step without thinking so much about it. So that is those are my five takeaways from The Secret Door to Success by Florence Scovel-Shinn. And now this is the Elite Book series, and this is a series that I started so that I can share the books that have contributed to who I am today. And I am Samuel Kim, the CEO and the founder and CEO of NK Elite. So NK Elite is an agency focused on marketing and fundraising. So it focuses on copywriting, marketing, and grant writing. So what I would like to know from you is that if you have watched White, if you have watched Wizard of Oz, or if you have watched both, let me know what lessons you have taken from watching those movies. Now you can let me know in the comments below. And for now, I will bid you goodbye, and I'll see you next Monday in the next session when now I cover the last book from Florence. Now the last book, this one was not published by Florence. This one was compiled by a student, and now a student was the one who published it after Florence died. So that is what I'll be covering next week. So for now, bye bye. PDM.